Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I'm sorry I was on just a moment ago, but we were having some technical difficulties. And now I think we're good. Yes. Can you hear me? Can you see me? All right. Okay. The headset was dead. I'm blaming children, and now I have to have it plugged in while I do this. So, excuse me. Welcome. Here we are. Welcome to Sex with Robin on Split Radio, where we talk about. Yay! You can hear me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hooray! Yes. Welcome. Sex with Robin on Split Radio, where we talk about. Fuck. This might be an issue. I have to. God damn it! Stay in there. Oh God. Is it going to be a fun Monday already? Okay, I'm just going to hold this here just in case it doesn't fall out because it is dead. We're going to talk about Valentine's Day today. On Split Radio, do you do like a solo date scenario? Let me know if you suddenly are not able to hear me. Oh my God, my headset. I might have to do this on my phone. Can you still hear me? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, everyone. Yeah, are you one of those people that just like is not down for Valentine's Day? You just don't like Valentine's Day? Uh, where you're like, yeah, fuck that day? Or do you celebrate? Do you have like a solo date with yourself? Do you have like one partner and what do you do? Do you go out? Do you stay in? Do you have multiple partners that you need to celebrate Valentine's Day with? I know that can be fun to try to figure all that out. So we're going to talk about that. And I do want to mention, of course, that um, I'm located in Vancouver, Canada, on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish and Musqueam Indigenous tribes. And I've got a nice little video here I'm going to pull up for you, and I hope it works. Oh, yeah, my jingle. I'm sorry. I was hoping it would be ready by today, but it's not. My song is. The actual song itself is up, and I wrote it, and it's embarrassing, but also thank you for listening. So I'm just gonna bring that up right here for y'all. Butt plugs, dildos, polyam. The loose smith is a total sham, and should I say, sir or ma'am? So after you get your many loves, put on some nitrile gloves and listen in. We'll help you out. We'll help you with some sex, Robin. Sex with Robin. You know you want sex with Robin on Split Radio. Okay. So that's me singing. I actually wrote a song and playing my ukulele. So I do promise. I do promise by next week I will have the video part. I finished all of the actual filming of it. I just need to actually edit it and put it together. So that's my little jingle. And I do want to share that actually I want to show you Brandon, he works graveyard shift, right? So he was working last night and he came home and he was a little bit late and I was like, oh, maybe he stopped for something. Who knows? Who knows? Because sometimes he doesn't come straight home. Sometimes he'll grab like milk or something on the way home. And so I'm like, all right, well, he should be here soon. And he showed up. He's so sweet. He did stop, but he stopped to get stuff for me today. So I'm going to share with you. He knows me very, very well. Okay. This is like some of the perfect stuff that you could give me. And they're not like huge, expensive things, right? And that's not because I don't give a shit about that. It's like something that might be kind of special for me. Here, I'll give you an example. So this is what he came home with. Okay. This is what Brandon came home with. And he's like, here's your little like Valentine's thing. Again, this is like this person, this human knows me. I love cheese, so he brought me it says Irish Guinness cheese. I've never had like Guinness cheese before. So, have you had it before? Is it any good? Let me know. I'm excited to try it. I just love cheese. Um, and of course, chocolate, another one of my favorite things. What do you get me? Caramel and sea salt. And the other one is, oh, extra creamy. Oh, that bastard. I love salted. I love like sweet and salt. So he was very smart to get me that. Any German salami. Because we got the cheese, we got the meat, and then he brought Ritz crackers. This is like the perfect thing. Cheese and meat and chocolate. What else? Oh, and he got me like two of these other things. I'll show you. This he got me. This is part where I'm like, oh yeah. He got me this. It's again no affiliates here. This is just what he got me. It's like Bailey's coffee creamer. I'm really excited. Actually, I'm gonna put that in my tea right now. It sounds delicious. It's like, yay, all the calories without the buzz. I don't know. I've never tried it, so it should be interesting. What a sweetie. And then, of course, the last thing he got me, which most people, you don't have to know me super well to know I love red wine. So he got me a bottle of red wine. I've not had this. It's called Nostalgia. It's the girl's red. 2020. Is that a good year for wine? I mean, it wasn't a good year for anyone. Was it a good year for wine? You let me know. So that's the kind of thing I love. And so he got me like, it was literally a paper bag full of these things, some cheese, crackers, meats, chocolate, Bailey's creamer, it's non-alcoholic, and red wine. And tonight, our plan, we're just going to do our usual. We're going to stay in. We have some edibles. And we're going to just like watch a movie and just chill. After the kids are in bed is the edibles part. Tonight, we're just going to hang out with the kids. Probably have some chocolate and stuff for them. And I'm sorry I'm awkwardly having to hold this because the kids let it die and it needed to charge and it just falls out if you're wearing it. So woohoo. So yeah, let me know what your like Valentine's Day thoughts are. What are you doing today? Are you doing anything? Typically I love having a solo date. I love regular solo dates. So if I don't have any specific Valentine's plans, then a solo date usually just involves, weed, wine, and some horror movies. And my cat. Like I joke I have a monopoly relationship with my cat because she's very monogamous and she does struggle a lot with like jealousy and we talk about it a lot. So yeah, not many. I'm not honestly a big Valentine's Day person. I For those that don't like Valentine's Day, like I get it. I would much rather do something for my partner because I want to do something. Like if I saw something in a little thing in a store and I was like, oh, that would be so perfect for them. I just want to get it for them and give it to them and just celebrate that. Like I'm not a big fan of having a specific day with certain expectations and pressures put on it. So yeah, if you don't like Valentine's Day, I get it. I definitely get it because I'm not a big fan of the pressure and like expectation. I'd rather just do something nice for somebody or have a nice date night. Um, Also, I feel like it is impossible to go out. Do any of you go out on Valentine's Day? Um, I I think I did. I have, but I'm not a fan of like going out on that day because I find the restaurants, of course, are booked solid. And usually, what a lot of restaurants do, which I think is smart on their part, is they'll have like a limited menu. Let me know if you've seen this. At least this is what I see in my area. I've seen like, well, they'll do a limited menu or it's like a 3-course special or a 4 whatever, however many course special, and you have like maybe 2 or 3 options so that it's easier on the kitchen to just keep making um everything instead of having it be absolutely packed. And then of course, not only is it packed with limited menus, but it's really expensive. You know that they rack up those prices because they probably make a lot of money on that day. So I don't usually like to go out on Valentine's Day if I can avoid it. And I'm more of a stay-at-home person kind of anyways. I'm a bit of a homebody. I like to be at home. I like to be snuggling. I like to watch movies. What about the movie theater? That could be fun. Is it busy? It's hard to say with COVID and everything. And I can't actually go out right now because I'm still a little bit sick. I did miss Thursday's show because I was sick. And so I'm still kind of recovering. I'm sure you can hear it. It's like it's in my chest. Um, I honestly can't tell you whether or not it's COVID. I currently here where I live, they're saying if you have any symptoms, just stay home. They don't even want you to go out and get tested. They're like, just stay home. Um, and yeah, I ordered some online tests, but they're not going to be here for a while anyways. So online, not online tests. I've ordered like at home tests online. They'll probably be here next week. I'll probably be better by then. But I feel okay. Um, just yeah, some coughing in my chest, a little bit of chest congestion and tightness. So I'm also a smoker. So could just be a cold and it's kind of in my chest. Who knows? Either way, I'm doing the smart thing. I'm staying home and staying away from people. I'm not going to go out because I'm trying really hard not to cough throughout today. So yeah, what are you doing? Throw it in the chat. What are you doing today? Are you staying in? Are you one of those people that's like fuck Valentine's Day? Or are you like, oh, I love Valentine's Day? Is it the color palette? Okay, because it's a pretty cute color palette. It's not my favorite. I'm not into pastels as much. I like really bold colors. Um, I don't know. I know we've covered this I think last year. I love like Valentine's Day horror movies. Of course I do because I just love horror movies in general, but um I'm not a rom-com person either. Am I just a grouch? I don't think so. I'm a happy person. It's not my style. It's not my style. I do want to mention, I got to mention, of course, we got to talk about sponsors, okay? Got to talk about sponsors. AdamandEve.com. It's if you order from AdamandEve.com today, I'm sorry, you're not getting your package today. So you might be a little bit late on on that. But if for whatever reason you can get away with giving yourself some kind or your partner a nice sexy treat, I mean, it doesn't take long usually. It shows up for me pretty quick. So, but not quick enough. If it is today, you need a Valentine's Day adult gift, then from adamandeve.com, you wouldn't be able to get it today, but you can get it soon. Adamandeve.com has toys, lingerie stuff, romantic kind of stuff. That just it's actually got a huge variety, which I really like. I think that makes it really accessible in terms of like, yeah, there's some expensive, nice, high quality, fancy things on there, and then there's stuff that maybe aren't super expensive. Um, and are kind of more staples and maybe something a little bit more simple or other name brands that might be more financially accessible. So I feel like adamandeve.com is really accessible in that sense. My only complaint I've told them is I don't like that they gender their product, but they've taken that into consideration. So woohoo. So yeah, go to adamandeve.com and you can order something because if you use my promo code SWR, you can get 50% as in half off almost any one item plus free shipping in Canada and the US. So I'll put that up right there on the screen. It says adamandeve.com promo code SWR for 50% off almost any one item, free shipping in US and Canada. Sorry, I'm holding my charger here because my kids did not charge it. I also should have checked to make sure it was charged. It wasn't. So if I just leave it, it falls out and then you can't hear me. Ooh, okay. And then, of course, you got your One Condoms. I got to mention One Condoms because, well, they're a sponsor, and I wouldn't have someone as a sponsor that I didn't actually like or use any of their product, right? So, I'm a huge fan of One Condoms, specifically because they're really great with encouraging the right size and like no shame around size and like actually if you get a proper fitting condom it makes the absolute world of difference in terms of pleasure and how efficient it is. So if you go to myonecondoms.com, I know on the screen it says onecondoms.com, that's where you can order them. But if you specifically go to myonecondoms.com, you can download a free sizing kit so that you can get the absolute custom fit condom for you. It blows my mind. They have a lot of really cool stuff on there too, like tattoo condoms and glow in the dark condoms, but really the right size is like an absolute priority. And I'm going to put up Mandy's promo code that's up on the screen right now. Because why not help each other out? So for Mandy, that code is many loves for 15% off of your condoms. You can get them custom size. I can't even. I'm still, I swear, like it's been like a year now or something, and I'm still so excited that you can get like a custom fit condom because it is really important. So, yes, let's talk Valentine's Day. I always have mixed feelings on it simply because the expectation. I struggle a little bit with there's a lot of, I think, within the culture of like our Western kind of culture, and others, that you're like supposed to have somebody. So I think people can get kind of feeling like they're lonely or they're supposed to have a partner or something like that. So I know that's really not healthy, like at all. At all. And I do agree that you need to be happy alone. I think that's a really important thing to be able to do, is like not have that fear of being alone, which is really common, but be able to either be happy alone or accept, like, if you were alone, you'd be okay. Because that can create a really unhealthy kind of attachment style and independency to a partner if you feel like you can't be single. So yeah, no, I think it's important for you to be able to be happy alone or know that you could be happy alone. I actually really have enjoyed being single, before having like a nesting partner. Like living by myself. I loved living by myself. There are times I miss it, but of course I wouldn't trade my situation, honestly, with the kids and everything. So I wouldn't change, but I do look back and miss the days where I lived alone and I wasn't dating anyone. I just have always loved being really independent. So, and I know that's hard for a lot of people, I think, but I really believe it's important to be okay on your own, and be single or not partnered and be able to be okay with that, in order to really have healthy relationships going forward. But yeah, so what are you doing today? Yeah, not doing much other than working. I did a bunch of filming over the weekend, filming for my little, what do you call it? Title sequence, I guess, for the show. So I've got the jingle, that's all recorded. We're good. But yeah, the video, I'm going to work on that today. So mostly, during the day, I'm going to be working, doing emails and editing and that kind of stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm still a little bit chesty. Still got some of the sickness in my chest, so I apologize. I'm sure you can hear it. I'm okay. I'm fine. Just home and staying away from other people. And then tonight, Brendan and I are going to hang out tonight. We are not romantic or sexual. We are very platonic partners. Our main dynamic is that we're co-parents and friends / roommates. Like, he's my best friend and my co-parent, and we work hard to keep our relationship healthy. And so, you don't have to have a sexual or romantic relationship in order to work on your relationship. Brandon and I have promised each other since we had kids. Especially, it was like when we were in the hospital right after our first, we were like, we are going to work hard to keep our relationship positive for the sake of our children, regardless of what that looks like. We want it to be a positive, healthy relationship. So we go to counseling regularly and we have date nights, etc. Like we work hard on our relationships. So even though we're not like dating or we're not sexual, we work on our relationships. So tonight, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna have a date night. We're gonna have edibles and watch movies and hang out after the kids are in bed. It'll probably end with video games, honestly. Us being a little bit stoned and playing video games and being giggly. Oh, I got a comment right here. Let's see this. It says, I'm doing chores for Valentine's Day, lol. Right? A lot of times it's like, it's kind of just another day. Yeah, I'm mostly working. And then edibles and video games and movies tonight with Brandon. That's my plan. What is your plan? Also, I have been working really hard, and I will forget about Valentine's Day because Brandon's birthday is the day after Valentine's Day. Uh, so it is on February 15th. It is tomorrow. And this year is a very big Valentine's, or fuck. See what I mean? It's a big birthday for Brandon. Brandon tomorrow is turning 40, as in 40. That is his birthday tomorrow. Um, so I feel like if you know Brandon, I'm just gonna say this because I know he doesn't usually watch the show unless he's on it. He'll be on it, but then he doesn't watch it after. Anyways, it is Brandon's 40th birthday tomorrow. I don't care whether or not you know him personally. I would really like to see him get texts or like messages on social media or something. So if you are connected, you can probably find him through my social medias. Wish him a happy birthday, even if he has no idea who you are. I think that'd be really funny. Um, I will say, oh, no, I won't. I won't. I was going to be like, you could send him a sexy picture if you want, but I don't want to encourage sending unsolicited sexy pictures. I know from him, I I don't think he would be bothered by it, but I'm going to play it safe and say don't send him a sexy picture, but maybe just just message him and say happy 40th birthday to Brandon because that's tomorrow. And you can ask him if he wants a sexy picture because I'm pretty sure he would be happy from a sexy picture. Very, very happy. Let's see. We got another comment here. I sent my master cigars for Valentine's Day, and we will have a video chat later this week. He's in Florida and I'm in Canada. That is so sweet. I love that. Oh, cigars sound nice. Yeah, I got meat and cheese, like legit. This is a Brandon brought home. I got salami, and I've never tried it. Irish Guinness cheese. I'm very excited to try it. And I got crackers. This is like, if you know me, this is like my favorite thing. Cheese, meat, crackers, and chocolate, and wine. I got red wine. That was really nice of him to bring that home. I'm excited. Has anyone tried Guinness cheese before? I imagine it's one of those things you either love or hate, like Guinness. But that sounds really nice. Cigars. I would be very happy with cigars. Don't think I'd be able to smoke them today because I'm still a little bit chesty, but I'd save them for later. That's nice. Yeah. So I think another thing that's important to bring up, because a lot of people, I think, in these communities, in the sex positive kink community, there's a lot of non-monogamy or like ethical, consensual non-monogamy. So what do you do if you have multiple partners? Actually, Mandy brought this up on her show, Minnie Loves Lunch Hour. She brought that up, I think, last week, and I really loved her answer. She had said basically the best way to make it like fair or even if that you have partners that really want it to be on Valentine's Day. If one partner wants it on Valentine's Day and no one else cares, that's okay. But if people are like kind of fighting over who gets to have the date on Valentine's Day, Mandy suggested saying, no one gets a date on the actual Valentine's Day. I'm going to do a solo date and then we'll schedule dates for everyone else. And then it's a little bit more fair. I was like, I think that's a great idea. I don't typically like going out on Valentine's Day itself just because it's, as I mentioned, expensive and limited menus and it's just more hassle. Like I'm not the kind of person that cares about the exact day. I'm like, if we get together and celebrate at some point, that'd be nice. So, sorry, I'm trying really hard not to cough. I might have to cut it a little bit short today just because I'm like, chesty. It's only so much talking I can do without coughing really obnoxiously into the mic. So I'd really rather not be all mucusy coughing into. You're welcome. You're absolutely so welcome. What about? Here's a question. What about even just wondering who you'd go out for Valentine's Day with? If you're not sure whether your date is like, is this somebody that you'd go on a date with on Valentine's Day? I'm talking. Oh, we got another comment right here. I hope you feel better soon. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm doing all the right things, taking care of myself, staying away from people. I don't know what it is. Like, honestly, it could be COVID, but they say don't go get tested, just stay home unless like you can't breathe and then go to a hospital. I'm okay. I'm taking care of myself. Thank you. So yeah, what if, because I've definitely had this question from folks before. Like on establishing relationship dynamics. Is this somebody that I should be asking out on a date? Is it appropriate? Like, what if you're just friends with benefits? Or what if it's like somebody who you're kind of interested in and there's some, you're not sure, you're gonna ask someone out? I know I probably make it sound really simple. I'm like, just ask. I know that people my entire life have told me I tend to be very straightforward, very direct, very blunt, sometimes a little bit too much. But I don't know. I don't personally see, it's just so much effort when I you could just say something. But I know there's a lot of fear and a lot of insecurities that people have. I think a lot of it comes down to maybe fear of rejection. Tell me what you think. Why maybe asking someone out or asking, okay, like, are we the kind of relationship where we can celebrate Valentine's Day? Would you like to celebrate Valentine's Day? Is this a date? Just a question. Is this a date? Would you like to go on a date? People really struggle with that. I think it's a lot of insecurity and fear of rejection. Oh, we got some comments here. I had a hot date with a COVID test today from Mandy. Well, good luck on your COVID test, and I really hope you're taking care of yourself and you feel okay. I've ordered some at-home tests because my symptoms, I'm basically coughing, and I have had a lot of chest tightness that I don't think I've ever experienced before, and I'm getting winded really easily. So, which is that those are new to me. I am a smoker, so typically if I get sick, it turns into a chest cough at the end. But this has just been just cough, being really tired, getting winded and tight chested. But to go get one of the government tests, they say to stay home. They're so overloaded with people getting tested right now. So they're like, if you're okay, just stay home. I have home tests coming, but they'll probably arrive after I'm better. So. Yeah, good luck on your test, Mandy. I hope you're feeling better. And we've got, yes, ask nothing, ventured nothing gained. Absolutely. Absolutely. And nothing wrong with a platonic date on Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's my date tonight. Brandon and I are totally platonic. We're co-parents and we have date nights where it's about nurturing and caring for our relationship to keep it a positive one for the sake of our family and for the sake of ourselves. Sorry. So, yeah, as I was saying, in terms of the nothing, just ask. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Just ask. I can't tell you how many. You tell me. You tell me if you have like a movie or a TV show where this frustrates the hell out of you. If you're like me and you're watching a movie or a TV show and God, it's all miscommunications, especially like rom-coms or any like romantic or drama. And I get why they do that. It creates excitement, it creates drama, it creates tension, it allows the viewer to be interested. Sorry, I need a quick sip of something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, anyone else coughing and throat stuff? Hot liquids, honey and lemon. The honey will hang on. Yeah. I don't know if I can go the full hour today. Sorry. I need to start losing my voice, which I know is why I think Mandy is not able to be on today, because she was basically like, her voice is going. And I'm like, my voice isn't generally going, but to talk for this long without coughing into the mic is what's challenging for me right now. Okay. But yeah, back to when you're watching on TV, it makes sense. They want to have conflict because that's drama, it's excitement, it's tension. But it's often down to miscommunications. How many times have you seen a fucking movie where someone is like listening in on a conversation and they hear only a part of it and take it completely out of context? And they're like, I heard what you said. And it's like, did you hear everything? They do that in fucking Shrek, right? They do that in so many movies where they're overhearing, they hear just a portion. Or maybe, especially if it's like a humor based kind of show like Friends, there's some kind of miscommunication, some kind of misunderstanding. They don't actually talk about it and it just escalates and escalates and escalates. Okay, one of my favorites from Friends was when Chandler was watching porn. In walks Monica, his romantic partner, and immediately switches the porn to something random and it turns on a shark show. And he tries to cover up the fact that he was masturbating. Monica sees this and then is like, oh, just acts like it's nothing, and then goes out later and is like, I know what Chandler was doing. He was masturbating and it was a shark show. So she thinks he was like jerking off to sharks, which is really funny. But like, if you just talked about it, of course that would have been avoided. And I think this is actually really sweet. She goes out and rents like a shark movie and comes home and puts it on the TV and is like in lingerie and ready to get all sexy. And basically she's like, I'm ready to have sex and help fulfill your fantasies of sharks. And Chandler's so confused because he's like, what's with the sharks? He has no idea. Miscommunications. There are so many problems. And on TV, it's hilarious. In real life, I promise you these miscommunications are not that fucking funny. So, like, just ask the person out. That's my that whole spiel. That was that was so that I could tell you, just ask the person out. Or if you're not sure if it's a date, just ask. I know we all have insecurities. Everyone. So that means you have insecurities. That means that other person has insecurities. Some of us have fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. These are normal things. They're great to work on and address and be aware of. But like, just ask the person out. That was my that was my spiel. Okay, I've got some comments here I'm going to bring up. What do we got? I had a date with myself last night for Valentine's Day. I rented the movie Marry Me to watch. I have not seen that movie. I'm going to look that up. I love having like solo dates and dates with myself. Um, Often with movies that I know people close to me aren't going to be interested in. I know I love horror movies. Most of the people close to me are not into horror movies. So, or like aren't here physically. So I might do like watching with someone virtually. But okay, I'm looking this up. Marry Me. Oops. Marry Me movie. Looking it up. Oh, it's new romance comedy drama. Oh yeah, so rom-com. It looks like we got. Is that Owen Wilson? That looks like Owen Wilson. And who's that? I want to see who the cast is. Oh, we got Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, Owen Wilson. Fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see. I can't. Oh, this is Mandy. I can't talk without gagging. My uvula is super swollen. Um, way in the back. That sucks. The swelling. Yeah, that sucks. I'm so sorry, Mandy. Love you. Hope you feel better and get some of that swelling down. Um, yeah, maybe some cold stuff. Get some Slurpees. I mean, I popsicles. not, I'd stay away from things like ice cream or anything cream based. Let's see. Mandy says, oh, yeah, talk about expectations on dates and spending time together. Yes, ask what the other one wants out of the time you are spending together. Yes, yes, yes. That is important. That's when you're like, hey, is this a date? How can you answer that question without answering like, okay, well, what is a date? Right? How do you define a date? Are we dating? Um, and yeah, so personally, I feel like, yeah, it's okay to say to like a fuck buddy, be like, hey, yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Do you want to do something? But maybe discuss whether or not that's a date and what you know, what are the qualifiers for a date? What makes it a date? If you're on a date, are you dating? I feel like that seems pretty. A lot of people would argue if you're on a date, you are dating. But what does that mean? Just talk about it. You can ask. I did the attachment style quiz in honor of Valentine's Day. That is a great idea. I thank you. I'm actually gonna post a link, unless you have a link already. Put that in the chat. I'm gonna find one. I'm sorry, I still have to hold on to this with my hand. Attachment style quiz. I'm gonna let go and hopefully it stays. Attachment style quiz online. Keep in mind, take online quizzes with a grain of salt, unless you know that they're super reliable. Just it's for fun. Oh, this looks like attachment quiz. Do you need to be a member of something? Nope, doesn't look like it. You can be a member, but I just tried to do it. Discover your attachment style in 5 minutes. I'm gonna actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Thank you for this idea. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. There it is. Oh, and it was a good movie. Marry Me. Cute. Okay. I've decided I'm gonna take this quiz for y'all right now. Which is like I was kind of vulnerable. Just a little vulnerable right now. Let's do this. Oh, it should be connected. Yes, you can still hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Attachment style in 5 minutes. So here's my options. Oh, and it says here, secure, anxious, avoidant, disorganized. I'm going to start quiz. Oh, geez, this is already complicated. It says, what is your current situation? There's, I'm single or I'm in a relationship. I don't know. Can you, Mandy, help me out here. Am I single or am I in a relationship? That is the most difficult question to ask, like polyamorous people and stuff. Um, what am I? What am I? Someone tell me. Oh, I got. You're single. I'm gonna put single then. Thank you. Just someone tell me, because I'm yeah. I'll say I'm single. Thank you. How old am I? All right, everyone. Oh, I don't even have to be specific. Not that I care. I'm going to click the 31 to 40. I am in the middle of that range. What is my gender? Oh, good. There's tons of options. Yay. So, not a lot of great options for different relationship styles, but really good on the gender stuff. There's female, male, non binary, transgender, intersex, let me type, and I prefer not to say. That's the best I've seen. I like that there's a let me type option. Okay, I'm picking female, identify as female. Do you have children? Yes, I do. Where am I from? They want a country. Oh, I'm from Canada. Next. Let's see. You have to scroll down on the results to get the details of what your attachment style means. Oh, okay. Yes, I will be doing that. Oh, how do you perceive the following conditions were met? Oh, by your mother or caregiver in early childhood. We're getting okay. Okay. do you perceive the following conditions were met by your mother or caregiver in early childhood? Okay, I'm going to go with my mom. Was physically around while I was growing up. On a scale of 1 to 7, 1 being rarely, 7 being very frequently. I'm actually really impressed how much time I was able to spend with my mom. She worked 2 jobs and was going to school. Actually, a lot of it she did at night. So, and then stayed up during the day. I'm going to say a 5. Basic needs, yes, provided me with sufficient food and housing and medical care when needed. This is getting deep, but I've legit watched my mother hand cash to the dentist while crying. Like, she worked so hard to make sure that we had everything we needed. There were times that we were hungry, but we had food banks. You know what I mean? Like, so that's a difficult one. Provide me. So, like, she did when possible, but it was difficult. So I'm going to say 5. Soothing and reassurance. She was actually really good at this. Calmed and soothed me efficiently when I became distressed, upset, overwhelmed. But see, this is the difficult thing. There's also, like, is this specifically about my mother? Because she was pretty good. The 2 men in my life that were supposed to be father figures were really abusive. So I'm going to, this is according to my mom. I assume they're going to ask, oh, yeah, because they say mother or caregiver 1. We're going with mom. Calmed and soothed me effectively when it came to stress, upset, overwhelmed. I'm going to give that a 6 out of 7. Express delight. Oh, took a genuine interest in me. I'm going to say 7. Protection kept me safe from danger and threats. I felt safe when I was with them. I'm going to say 5. She did the best she could, but she was in a shitty situation. Encouragement, 7. I don't even know. Attunement, was emotionally in tune to how I was feeling, could read my emotions and respond in a way that made me feel they understood how I felt. Again, that's complicated because I feel like a lot of the times she was, but there were certain things she didn't understand and didn't know how to deal with. So I'm going to say 5. Support for activities, took me to activities, blah, blah, blah. She was really good with that. I'll say 7. Material things, gave me things I wanted to have, like toys, bicycles, certain clothes, computers, etc. Dude, we didn't have money for that shit. We could barely afford food. I'll say 3. She tried. Oh, here we go. Father / caregiver number 2. How do you perceive? Oh, here we go. Someone's got a comment. I never did that questionnaire when I did the quiz. Mine was different. Can you post the link to the one you were doing? And then it looks like someone did. Or is this a different one? Because I posted the link, yeah, to the one I'm doing right now. I hope that worked. And then someone said, oh, this is the quiz you did. Okay. How do you perceive the following conditions were met by your father or caregiver 2 in early childhood? Expressed delight, took genuine interest in me and expressed delight in who I was. 2. Basic needs, provided me with sufficient food and housing and medical care when needed. I mean, some of the bills got paid, but not really. Food and housing. I guess I'll just put a 4 in the middle. Present, were physically around while growing up. Well, that was the problem. He needed to go the fuck away. There's early childhood bio father that was horrible, and then my stepdad in my teen years, it was also horrible. I'll just put 4. Calmed and soothed me effectively when I became distressed, upset, overwhelmed. I'm putting a 1. Protection kept me safe from danger and threats. I felt safe when I was with them. 1. Attunement, was emotionally in tune with how I was feeling, could read my emotions and respond in a way that made me feel like they understood how I felt. It's that last part. That's definitely a 1. Encouragement. Fence, they might have seen that as encouragement. Expressed exploration and discovery, helped me find and express my natural interests and talents. 1. Material things, gave me things I wanted to have. My bio father did that to mostly try to buy my love. I'll put a 4. Support for activities, took me to activities. I don't think so. 1. Next one, relationship structure. Oh, again, to mother/caregiver number 1. If this person has passed away, this is deep. I hope y'all are okay. Like, are you okay? If this person passed away, we would like for you to answer these questions with respect to how you felt when they were alive. Oh, okay, so, okay. 1, I don't feel comfortable opening up to this person. And it ranges from strongly disagree, disagree, slightly disagree, neutral, slightly agree, agree, strongly agree. I don't feel comfortable opening up to this person. I disagree. I'm pretty open with my mom today. You're okay. Okay, good. You're good. I'm good. Or you're good. I'm good too. All right. I'm going to say disagree. Not strongly. I'll say disagree. I worry that this person won't care about me as much as I care about. Oh, strongly disagree. I talk things over with this person. Strongly agree. Mom and I have gotten really good at that. I prefer not to show this person how I feel deep down. I'm going to say disagree. There's certain topics that I'm like, no, we won't go too deep. I'm afraid that this person may abandon me. I don't anymore. I used to. Um, Strongly disagree. I often worry this person doesn't really care for me. Strongly disagree. I find it easy to depend on this person. Um, Strongly agree. It helps to turn to this person in times of need. I'm going to say agree. I usually discuss my problems and concerns with this person. A lot of them, but not all of them. So I'll just say agree. Next. Oh, going into father figure. I find it easy to depend on this person. Strongly disagree. I usually discuss my problems. Yeah, strongly disagree. I don't feel comfortable opening up to this person. I'll just say agree. I'm afraid this person may abandon me. I'm not afraid this person might abandon me because I that's complicated. I don't know how to answer that, so I'm just gonna say neutral. I prefer not to show this person how I feel deep down. I mean, I don't really care. Neutral. I worry this person won't care about as much as me. Yeah, again, I don't. I talk things over. Disagree strongly. I often worry this person doesn't really care for me. I don't worry about that. The thing though, neutral. It helps to turn to this person in times of need. Strongly disagree. Next. We've got another comment here. I'm getting to know you through your answers. I know, thank you. I'm like, this is this shit I don't usually talk about. I was not expecting these questions. Probably should have. Please answer following questions with respect to your romantic partner. If you're not currently in a romantic relationship, please answer these questions with respect to how you felt in your most recent meaningful relationship. So basically, if and I have some romantic connections, I'll just think of people that I am in romantic or have been in romantic situations with. I'm going to generalize a little bit because I'm not monogamous. It helps to turn to this person in times of need. Strongly agree. Often where this person doesn't really care for me. You know what? My anxiety, my depression does tell me that sometimes, but I know logically it's wrong. So I'm only going to say, I'm not going to say strongly. I'll just say disagree. I'm afraid this person may abandon me. I have been sometimes, so I might say, I'll say neutral or mixed. I talk things over with this person. Yes, I'm a big talker. Strongly agree. I usually discuss my problems and concerns with this person. I would strongly agree. I don't feel comfortable opening up to this person. Strongly disagree. I wouldn't be that close to somebody, and I'm already pretty open to opening up. I worry this person won't care for me as much as I care about him or her. I'm going to say slightly disagree because that is also an insecurity of mine. I prefer not to show this person how I feel deep down. Strongly disagree. I find it easy to depend on this person. I'll say strongly agree or agree. No, strongly agree. Next. Okay, I'm almost done. This is long. I know we're like almost out of time. Here's the last one. And then I'm going to talk about that a little bit. And I want you to tell me how you did. Please read the following statements as the last one and rate the extent to which you believe each statement best describes your feelings about close relationships in general. That's basically what I just did, but okay. Close relationships in general. I don't feel comfortable opening up to others. Yeah, strongly disagree. I worry that others won't care about me as much as I care about them. Um, Slightly agree, or neutral or mixed. I worry that others won't care about me as much as I care about them. I'm going to say slightly agree. That is sometimes, I'll say neutral or mixed because I'm even kind of like, that has been a concern when my anxiety or depression has been really bad, but it's not usually. It is sometimes there though. I'm afraid other people may abandon me. Slightly agree. I do have a little bit. I prefer not to show others how I feel deep down. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Strongly disagree. It helps to turn to people in times of need. I will say agree. Not super strongly, but yeah. I often worry that other people do not really care for me. It keeps saying stuff like that. I think it's looking for something. Only when I'm really depressed. I'll say mixed. I find it easy to depend on others. Slightly agree. I usually discuss my problems and concerns with others. I would agree with that, or should I say strongly agree? Because I don't do it with everyone, but I'm not afraid to go deep. I have a therapist too, so that helps. I'll say agree. I talk things over with people. Agree. Not strongly, because I feel like there are times I could probably do better, but usually I'm pretty good with that. My attachment style is anxious / preoccupied. That doesn't sound good. Now I should be able to scroll or something so I can get. Oh, I gotta put my email in. But I want the details. Where are the details of my? I'll just Google anxious preoccupied and I'll say what that is. Anxious. I know what anxious. Attachment is, but it'd be great to get it from the internet, straight from the horse's mouth, as they say. Anxious, preoccupied attachment. That's what it said, right? Yeah. Here's just the quick Google search. Anxious preoccupied attachment is an attachment style in which a person experiences anxiety in their relationships with significant others in their lives. It stems from attachment theory, which argues that childhood experiences can affect our relationships later in life. See, and that makes sense because, of course, it was asking about like my parents, and I know for a fact that that has had an impact on how my relationships are today. However, I have been in therapy since I was 6 years old, on and off, mostly on. I like legit as a child, I had therapy working through the abuse and trauma that I experienced as a young child. I've had a lot of help. Yeah, we struggled with money and then more abuse in my teen years, but like legit, I've been in therapy forever. And I'm obviously not perfect, but I know that a lot of my shit is well managed, and I still do. I try to do the work. So like, yes, I can see a little bit of that because there are times, especially if I have depression or anxiety, that I do sometimes be like, my brain will try to tell me that no one actually cares about me, no matter what they try to say, and that I'm probably just annoying them for asking, do you actually love me? And like trying to find healthy ways to ask for reassurances and make sure my partner knows, like, hey, this is kind of an anxiety thing. I've got some serious brain squirrels. Can I ask for some reassurance or some validation? Sometimes my brain tells me, and this is exactly how I tell Brandon this, because there are times, and he knows me now, so I don't even have to ask him as much anymore. He can usually tell when I'll say, my anxiety is all over the place, and my brain is trying to tell me that you actually don't care about me, and you're just putting up with me. And he would validate and reassure me, and then be like, hey, maybe we need to spend some time together, because yeah. So we all have pasts, okay? None of us are blank slates. We have genetics, we have experiences that do shape who we are and how we communicate and connect with others. But honestly, just working on being aware of things and how you communicate, really important. I somewhat related to the results I got from doing the quiz. Cool. You did the quiz too. Awesome. I put in my email and got nothing in my email account. Oh, okay. Well, let me know if you get something. I would just take the result like I just did now and just Google it. Oh, we're already over 11 o'clock. It's already over, but that's okay. Thanks for sticking around. So yeah, that's kind of fun. Fun Valentine's Day activity for you to do. Take a quiz about what kind of attachment style that you suffer from. And you know what? That's not even a bad idea, honestly, just to like be aware of your own stuff and talk to someone. I highly like recommend having someone to talk to, a professional that is trained and aware and objective and that is a good match with you because it's not always easy to find a good match for like a counselor or therapist. But I also say that as somebody who is in a privileged situation to have access to counseling. So not everyone has that. Pisses me off because it's really important. Mental health is very, very important. And how we connect with others is also very, very important. It does impact our lives, what our connections are like, what our relationships are like, and how we work through them. Again, no one's perfect, but there's also no finish line. We should always be trying to work on our shit and improve how we communicate and improve and take care of our relationships and nurture them. Like I said, Brandon and I, that's what we're doing tonight. Valentine's Day for us isn't about anything sexual or romantic. We just think it's really important to spend time together and nurture our relationship, and make sure that it's healthy. We do a lot of check-ins and let's see. Oh, we got more comments. NCSF has kink aware therapists. Yes. And I know if you go on FetLife, there's a group that is essentially a list of kink aware professionals. It could be like not just therapists, but maybe you want a kink aware. What do you want? A kink aware carpenter to like help you build a dungeon space or something? Like just any people that are professionals that are kink aware. There's a list of them on FetLife, and my voice is going. Listed. Perfect. Okay, cool. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining in. If you do not have any Valentine's Day and you want to have a Valentine, I'll be your Valentine. I'm happy. I'm happy having several Valentines. I've already had my kid, my youngest was like, "Will you be my Valentine?" And I was like, "Well, as long as being your Valentine for the day means I'm your mommy that loves you so much and you're my little monster and I know you love me and we'll have hugs." And he was like, "Okay." So even my youngest is my Valentine. Doesn't have to be, yeah, it can be platonic, right? Brandon is also my Valentine, even though it's totally platonic. I have a lot of platonic relationships. uh, Somebody else is my Valentine who is like, "Happy Valentine's." I'm like, "All right, cool. We'll be Valentines, even though we are romantically platonic. I gotta go. But yeah, we're basically friends with benefits. I'm like, "Yeah, you can be my Valentine." So if you want me to be your Valentine, I'll be your Valentine. Will you be my Valentine? Treat yourselves nicely. Do something nice for yourself. And let me know what you got on your attachment. I mean, you don't have to let me know what you got, but if you took it, if you agree with it, let me know what you think. Otherwise, have a good one. I will hopefully, Mandy and I will be feeling better, and we'll see you on Thursday, and we'll watch Sex Education, season 1, episode 4, which we weren't able to do last week because we were both sick. Love y'all. Mwah. Bye. See you later. And don't forget, next week, also, I'll just post. There's more to come because I'm already over time. So bye. Thanks for watching Sex with Robin on Split Radio, and I'll see you later. Bye. Mwah.